So now you're the IT guy, and when you're done puking your IT piece, and by the way, you're only puking one piece. If we have 5 criteria on the witty, and yours is IT, that's all you're doing. Because when you get done, I'm going to do a pulse taker on the client. I'm going to take the pulse of the committee whether they bought into what you just said. So I'm going to say, how does that compare with your idea of a great IT solution for your organization? Can you think of a way to do it better? On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel? I wouldn't ask all of them, any one of those kinds of questions.
And you let them give you the feedback.
Yes.
So that's okay.
So I want to test. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you feel about what Tony just said about the IT solution? Are you all okay with that? Mm-hmm. And then I'll even have a magic marker and say, does this get a check mark? And I check. Boom. I've now checked that witty item number 1.
So that one's done with.
Done. Now the next person who's in charge of customer service, training on the IT. Okay, to train my high-S customer service trainer now comes up and she does her piece. And then I do my pulse taker. How does that compare with your idea of great customer service training that we've set up for you folks? The third person, transition plan. How long you maintain a legacy system. How often you do parallel systems to create redundancy. I don't care, whatever they are. Whatever those witty choices are. But the key is, after each one, you do a pulse taker. Now, if there are 5 witty choices, after the third one, it's very important that you do what I call like a big pulse taker. And you say this, based upon what you've heard so far, is our solution on target? The reason you ask that now, and this is of the entire committee.
Right.
If there's any hidden objection, it will now come out. And the reason I ask it now is it gives me enough time to recoup and maybe develop the response to that objection if I had not been prepared for it.
Okay.
So now, when we finally get to the third one, we ask the closing question.
So I got to ask you this. Is this the
Which will be another segment, by the way.
But I was kind of taken back when you said, now you bring in your subject matter expert. Is this the first time we've brought them into our sales deal?
Yes.
So
I was working with a group of doctors, and after I said what I'm about to say to you, I had to pull out about 25 scalpels that were thrown at me. I would never take a subject matter expert on a sales call. Let me repeat. I would never take a subject matter expert on a sales call.
Why?
So let's say you're the IT guy.
Okay.
You've written software. You know it inside and out. Mm-hmm. I take you with me on a sales call. How long will it take that customer to know that you're the expert?
He'll know first question he
Quick.
asks about
Quick.
it. Yeah.
So who's the conversation going to be between? Me or you and him?
Me and him.
And he's going to be asking you, how would you fix it? And you're going to have to tell him, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're taking his pain away. And in the research phase, my goal is to create pain, not take it away. So by bringing an operator or a subject matter expert along, actually puts you in an untenable situation because you have to answer the question. I can say, listen, my job is not to answer the question. My job is to understand what you want. I'm the definer of the problem. I have subject matter experts in every discipline back at the home office. They're the ones that will develop the solution. So I can plead honest ignorance.
Okay.
And therefore, we don't get into that puking mode in the research.
Got it.
Critically important.
Got it.
Critically important. So if you've done everything, you've got no objection at all. And that's the way it should be.
Right.
And they should buy. And then you can buy that house on the water. You can, go play poker every day. You can have your hunting property. You can do all of that stuff because now you're the sales master.
So I'm dying to know after the presentation. Then what?
The close.
Okay.
Do you really want to know the close? The perfect close? It is now, again, it is so dramatic that we saved that for another segment.